The summer 2022 anime rankings are finally here, and it's my time to give my completely correct opinions on these shows. I invested my time and tears into these couple of months ago, and now it's finally time to check the value to see where they stand in the tier list. So let's begin. Classroom of the Elite Season 2 picks up from right where Season 1 ended, and it seems like they're doing an anime original plot this time around too, and to be honest, I'm not really a fan of how slow the pacing is. They have been caught up on this VIP quest for a long time, and almost nothing happens in a lot of episodes, and whatever they did in these episodes didn't feel thrilling or anywhere near as good when I compare it to Season 1. I won't technically say it's garbage show, because apart from the slow pacing, they do kind of have some underlying story which isn't really bad, but when I look at the entertainment value, I'll rather take a nice nap instead. I felt Season 1, even with an anime original plot, was more enjoyable as a standalone show, and Season 2 felt like it deserved way more when we waited 6 years for this. C tier. RWBY anime might be one of the most hated shows this season, and I haven't really found a concrete explanation for it. RWBY is an anime adaptation of a 3D animated web series created by a guy called Monty, who sadly isn't with us to see this adaptation. I haven't seen RWBY web series, but as a standalone anime, I really enjoyed RWBY. The action in this anime is by far the best in this season because it's done very well and it's done with style. Every fight is a joy to watch with colors and particles. Also, the animation is probably the best we got this season. Other than that, we got cute girls with very nice character designs and very good music to go along with it. Plot might be the weakest point of RWBY because I think it's first of all not the greatest story, and also this show has some serious pacing issues in certain parts. But I still think if you need an eye candy show with really nice visuals and audio, it's not really that bad. B tier. If you liked Season 1 of this garbage, then you will like Season 2 of the same garbage. Rent-A-Girlfriend follows the same formula of following the life of an incel who's trying to make a rental girlfriend his real girlfriend. It's honestly a terrible fucking show, but you just can't stop watching this man take L's after L's every single episode due to how fucking dumb he is. Personally, for me, I felt Season 1 was more enjoyable because that was the origin arc of our main character Kazuya, who is the horniest dude in 50-mile radius. And seeing him still try to make Mizuhara his real girlfriend by renting her is still so annoyingly tasty. It's garbage, but it's garbage that you can enjoy. This should have been a D tier, but I will raise to C tier due to how fucking dumb it is. My Isekai Life, I gained a second character class, became the strongest sage in the world is a very short title for how bad this show is. I don't think I have to say what genre this is and what comes along with it. This show tries to rip off the slime isekai in so many ways, and it fails in that aspect too. The main character is a smug looking dude who does not know what expressions are, and no, it's not executed in any way because I think they just forgot to draw expressions altogether. This show is pretty bad and one of the weakest entries this season, and you get the usual spawn in, get overpowered, do quests, and save the world bullshit all over again, and it's just the usual seasonal garbage with nothing new to offer. D tier. Smile of Arsnotoria is an anime about I don't know what really, to be fair. I see cute girls trying to become ladies inside a huge castle while drinking tea, and no, it's not just like every other slice of life because most of the slice of life are way better than whatever this is. The only positive thing I can say about this anime is maybe how the character design looks good and all of them look like Genshin Impact characters. But yeah, this should easily be the worst entry in summer from the ones I have watched purely because I don't know what I'm supposed to be watching or enjoying from this, and this is coming from someone who's a die-hard slice of life fan. D tier. Isekai Ojisan is an isekai which has a different take on the isekai genre. It's unlike the usual isekai garbage we get every other season, and it's actually a fun and entertaining show about an uncle who got isekai when he went into coma and then wakes up with magic powers he got in the other world. It's a post-isekai show, and this is how you should do actually interesting isekais. I don't have anything more to say other than that this is one of the best shows airing this season, and it's probably my favorite anime airing this season. S tier. Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World is an hentai disguised as an anime. If there was someone more hornier than Kazuya, then the main character of this anime easily takes that crown. Because this man is not protected by the anime cliche guidelines, and when he says he will do it, he will do it. This man spawned in, grinded and actually and I did not expect that to happen at all. The plot is generic isekai, so don't go expecting actual story inside a porn this time, because there really isn't one. Also make sure to watch the uncensored version for the best experience, but yeah, D tier because I think that fits pretty well. The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting is an anime which turns on my father instincts. It makes me want to protect the daughter I don't even have, and I think they did a fantastic job with it. If you didn't realize already, it's an anime about a Yakuza protecting his boss's daughter and help her do stuff in her daily life, and it's extremely cute and wholesome. Their dynamic is so good, and seeing them on screen makes my day way better. A very good slice of life anime which is worth watching. A tier. Call of the Night is a vampire show better than Twilight. It's an anime about underage drinking and vampire sex, but it's actually about how sleep deprivation can give you vampire waifus as emotional support animals. The vampire in this anime is a girl who looks like Nagatoro, but is already way better starting from the moment she came on screen. It's pretty interesting anime with interesting views and takes. Also, the visuals are really pretty with cyberpunky purple theme in the night where the show takes place majority of the time. It's very nice and enjoyable anime, which is different from most of the stuff we usually get. I enjoyed it a lot, so A tier. When Will Ayumu Make His Move is a bootleg reverse Takagi-san from the same author, and it's very good. The author hits the mark on cuteness, wholesomeness, and fun, and I really enjoyed what I saw. It may not be on the level of Takagi-san, but you have to understand that Takagi-san is kind of peak slice of life. But this is still very good, and I loved watching it a lot. Also, the English title I think fits very well because they play shogi, and I think it also works in terms of a confession. So good job on that. A tier. Lycoris Recoil was a welcome surprise for this season because it is one of the best shows to air right now. It's about a cute high school girls fighting terrorism, and it's so good. The gunfights in the show are handled so nicely, and I don't think I have seen any other anime which does gunfights this much style other than maybe Hellsing. Story wise also it's very interesting, and this show delivered way more than I was expecting. The two girls in this anime, Chisato and Takina, are the best girls of the whole season, and the extra brownie points for Takina because she looks like Chitanda, but Chisato is the better girl this season. S tier. The Maid I hired recently is Mysterious is an anime which translates to wine booms. It's an anime about a young boy who hires a maid after his remaining family is dead, and all that's left is him in this big mansion. And he feels she is suspicious because she does not need any kind of payment and she does her work a bit too well. It's a show which is not particularly good in any way, and it's something to watch if you want to watch something cute or wholesome. C tier. Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2 first of all looks like a completely different anime compared to Season 1 in a bad way. Everything in this anime now looks extremely generic, and the faces became very disproportionate during certain frames, but maybe that's what we get when you wait 10 years for a sequel. But apart from the visuals itself, the anime doesn't feel as good compared to Season 1. They introduced this baby called Alice Ramis, which is a weird name for a baby, but it's still better than what Elon Musk came up with, so props on that. And this baby seems like a pretty big deal later on in the story according to my friends who read the light novel, but as of right now it's not really absolutely terrible, but yeah, I do wish it was better than what it was right now, but it's not really terrible or bad to be fair. B tier. Maid I is a cute and wholesome kids show until you actually start watching it. Season 2 of this anime lives up to the amazing Season 1 and the third movie, which you have to watch before watching the Season 2 because it takes place right after those events. Season 2 shows new layers with different scarier and newer stories to tell, and I have to say that Maid I is really an adventure to behold. If you're someone planning to get into this series, I highly recommend it, and it's easily an S tier. My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex could also have been called My Dad's New Wife's Stepson's Stepsister is My Ex, and it would still be the same garbage. But the garbage genre, this anime takes the crown this time because it's actually more fun to watch compared to Rent a Girlfriend. Just like in the title, it's a story about Sweet Home Alabama, and it's fun to watch this bullshit happening. Is it good as an actual show? No, but it's fun, and that's kind of what matters. C tier. Vermeil in Gold is an anime where body proportions can go fuck itself. This guy was so bad at high school that he almost failed because he wasn't able to summon a familiar, but he decides to do a summoning ritual from a random book, and he summons a big titty demon lord who clinges to him. This anime itself is not as bad as it sounds, and you can actually kind of have some fun with it. There's also this other annoying girl who sticks with this guy, but other than that, it's not groundbreaking in any other aspects, to be fair, other than maybe titties. But all in all, it still falls under the garbage anime genre, so C tier. Shadows House season 1 was really good when it aired, and it was one of my favorite animes of that season, and season 2 lives up to that name. Season 1 of Shadows House was hated a lot because they made it an anime original and supposedly fucked up a lot of story from the manga, but season 2 is trying to fix that by slowly aligning the story with the manga story, so future seasons, that is if they ever make one, supposedly would not have any problems story-wise. I don't know what the approach they're exactly taking to align them, but I've been enjoying season 2 so far, and I enjoy it just as well as I did season 1. I enjoyed season 1 as a standalone show, but season 2 is also pretty good. So A tier. And that is my professional opinion on all the animes that I watched this summer season, and I hope you enjoyed it. I do know I missed out on a couple of animes, especially Overlord, but I did not have time to catch up on those animes, so I do hope you forgive me for that. Thanks for watching this video till the end. Like this video if you think I did a good job, subscribe to the channel if you think my content was good, and that's about it. Peace out.